Imagine you go to early morning classes or early morning lifts, practice, tutoring, team dinners, and you have to watch film. This means you barely have any time to finish your homework and see friends. This is what it's like to be a student athlete. If student athletes get paid, they will perform better, leave college with a better foundation for life, learn how to be responsible with an income, and be great role models for your kids. College athletes should be getting paid. We will first look at the problem with athletes not being paid for their performance, and then we will develop a solution to support college athletes. We will begin by looking at the problem student athletes are facing without being paid. Collegiate athletes work too hard and spend too much time investing in their sport to not get paid. Student athletes are bringing in lots of revenue for the school, and they should be getting some of that money in return. By giving them an income, this will make people want to attend their games and watch them on television, and they will be working harder as athletes. In an article titled Should College Student Athletes Be Paid? Both Sides of the Debate by Martinez, he mentions that if you pay college athletes, they will be willing to perform better. In U.S. News and World Report, The Case for Paying College Athletes, they mention that the college sport industry generates up to $11 billion in annual revenues. The school and athletic department are benefiting from the athletes, and they are receiving all of the money, while the student athletes that are doing all of the work are getting nothing. In an article titled It's Time to Pay the Tab for America's College Athletes by Abdul Jabbar, he quotes saying, "During the 3 weeks in March Madness basketball last year, the NCAA earned $900 million, while $9.2 billion was gambled on the outcome. The players banging it out on the courts earned zip, nada, nothing." Here the athletes are risking their bodies and their safety to play for a collegiate team, and they are not receiving anything in return. They at times do have a scholarship, but that only covers some of the expenses of college. The athletes are being used as the face of the university, and they should be getting paid in return for that. Student athletes are unable to maintain a job during the school year and many times during the summer because of their practices and their time constraints. Being a college athlete is a full-time job, and there's a lot that is demanded from them. They have early morning workouts, they have to go to school, they get tutored, and they have to go to practice. They get rehab done, and many times they meet with their coaches one-on-one. In a newsletter titled Community, it mentions that all of this leaves little time for them to have a job throughout their college career. By paying athletes will not only help them while they are in school, but it will prepare them for life. College athletes should be receiving money for their work to help promote their school. This money will help them in many ways. This money can help them support their families. And in an article titled College Athletes Getting Paid, here are some pros and cons by Lemons. He mentions that with the university being on the same page with paying the athletes, it will help limit the corruption that is coming from external influences. We see this many times come up on the news, and there are a lot of unfortunate consequences that happen because of this. And by just paying them up front, it will decrease a lot of those situations that are happening. By paying them, it will also help them become more responsible and learn how to handle a good amount of money. Many students in college struggle with their finances, and this creates a platform to help them learn how to deal with an income. With this responsibility, they will learn how to wisely spend their money and how to prepare themselves for life after college. By paying them, it encourages the athlete to stay in school longer and not go into the draft or go into professional athletics afterwards. This encourages them to finish their degree and education, which then prepares them for life if they are unable to make it professionally. Many times, college athletes decide to leave college early and go into the draft or go into athletics professionally, and they do not finish their degree. It is more beneficial to pay them at the collegiate level so that they do not feel pressure to go professionally just so they can generate an income and support their family and support themselves. In conclusion, paying student athletes will create a better environment for the school, and it will prepare the athletes better for life after college. Being a college athlete is in itself a full-time job, and they should be getting paid for that. The NCAA should pay student athletes money for their performance. This change needs to happen, and with our support, it can. Thank you.